tend to have these blackout moments where I don't remember. I know I was there, but I don't remember actually performing the golf shot.
The athlete in the peak performance zone is really in a kind of a heightened state of awareness, an absorbed focus. There's an element of relaxation response that goes on in there, and they're always in the here and the now with kind of a clear, uncluttered mind, just absorbed in the moment, letting the performance happen rather than thinking about or helping the performance happen.
I get so entrenched on the moment. I guess my subconscious might take over. I don't know what the whole terminology is, but there are many putts, there are many shots where I don't remember hitting. I remember seeing the ball flight. I remember preparing for the shot, pulling the club out of the bag, and once I'm behind the ball, I'm walking in the shot, I don't remember until I see the ball leave. It's a weird thing.
You're looking to get that focus and that process to take place within a time frame. I call it the 40-second sanctuary of the pre-shot routine.
The more intense the situation gets, the calmer I feel, the more things slow down. It's a weird sensation. It's hard to kind of articulate on it. For some reason, the last few holes take forever, but they may be happening a lot faster for some reason, but they seem like they're taking longer. There are a lot of times where I don't hear noise. I don't hear anything. It's just I've become so enthralled in that particular moment, hitting a shot, performing a task, and being mentally prepared for that shot. And it's almost as if I get out of the way because of the training. When my father was in the Special Forces, there were a lot of times when he said the training would just take over, and it was as if my body was doing the work and I was just sitting back and watching it do it. And that's what it feels like when you're in golf. Well, for me, is that it just happens. I just get out of my own way and let the training just take over. It all started back when I was about 13. I wanted to become tougher. I felt there was something missing. My physical game was getting better. My mental game was good enough, but there was something missing. There's something that would take me to another level mentally. And I felt like as if I wasn't on the same level as the kids I was competing against, the 17-year-olds, you know. 4 years, that's a big gap between someone who's 13 and 17. Not only in physical attributions, but also mentally. Your mental capacity is so different. And I felt as if there's something missing. So I asked my dad, can you make me tougher where I could compete against these kids who are older than me? He says, all right, well, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to apply the same type of Green Beret training that I learned. And he would get in my face about it.
He would get so angry with me, he would look at me and grit his teeth. But he wasn't permitted to say a word. He could say one word, and that one word was the release word, that the whole training was over. And he never uttered that word.
Because I wanted it to happen to me. But even though what made it more frustrating is I knew what he was doing, and I still couldn't stop the frustration. See, that's what made it frustrating, is I couldn't handle it at first. And I kept getting a bigger tolerance, over time. I kept understanding it. how can I cope with it? If someone's getting in my grill and when he didn't make you feel just miserable.
Man, did he get angry with me. Because I would do all kinds of things to mess him up. And usually on the golf course, um, just as he's beginning to swing, I'd drop my whole bag of clubs. And he would stop and look at me, those teeth gritting. And he'd start again. I'd throw a dozen golf balls in front of his ball.
But he'd never push me over the edge. He would take me right up to the breaking point and he'd back off.
He'd stop again, and I'd say, hey, look, are you through showboating? The marshal says we have to complete this round in 4 hours, and you're taking up more than your share of the time. So either hit or get off the course. And then he would stripe it. Just hit it perfect and turn around and look at me. And never say a word, but that look said, now take that and go walking down the fairway.
Eventually it would take more, and then more, and then more, and then more, finally to the point where it didn't bother him anymore.
I said, Tiger, the training is over. I said, you've got it. And I promise you that you'll never meet another person as mentally tough as you in your entire life. And he hasn't, and he never will.